Hi, welcome back to Imperium Learning. In this video, I'm just going to be showing you how to convert any of your variables in your dataset into logarithmic form. I'm also going to show you how you can difference your data as well, which might be appropriate if your variable is non-stationary and therefore has a unit root. I've got some videos already about unit root tests. I've got another video about the augmented Dickey-Fuller test if you haven't seen that yet and you want an explanation for it. But anyway, I'm just going to show you very quickly how we turn a variable into logarithmic form on Eviews. So let's take a look here. I've got this variable AHP. AHP stands for the average house price. Okay, so I've got some data here, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to graph it. I'm just going to turn it into a line graph. Now, as you can see from this, you can see from a y-axis goes up to, well, actually the average house price is probably a little over 200,000. But basically what we'll want to do is we'll want to convert this first and foremost into logarithmic form. Why do we even convert variables into logarithmic form? It's just because that helps to ensure that our data follows a normal or a near normal distribution. So that's why we do it in the first place. But now just taking a look at how to do it on Eviews. So I'm just going to very quickly click on quick, and then after that I'm going to click on generate series. Now I've already got a log transformed AHP down here. It's called Lun AHP. We normally will type it like that. Lun is normally a good way of labeling your log transform data. We're just going to call this one Lun AHP2. That's all we're going to call it. And the way that we produce the log transformed data is to type log, open brackets, AHP, close brackets. This is my entire sample here, and I'm just going to click OK. That's how we do it. Now, just to make sure that these two variables are the same, we can just take a look, view, graph, OK, and as you can see, the y-axes are the same. The y-axes are the same. It's all good. So we've successfully converted a variable into logarithmic form. One thing we might also want to do is difference our data. So say for instance this variable, right, they're the same thing actually, so I'm just going to close that down. We might suspect that this particular variable is non-stationary. So what we'll want to do then is we will want to difference it. So the question then becomes, how do we do that? We click on quick, we click on generate series. I've already got one here, D Lun AHP, that's the differenced version. So I'm just going to type in Lun AHP2, and that equals D open brackets log open brackets AHP close brackets, and then close brackets again, because we've got two lots of brackets there that we need to close. And that's all it is. So we just click on that, click OK. Let's just make sure that I've done that correctly by comparing the two. Open, let's just open. Let's just make a look at the spreadsheets are all the same. Yeah, they look the same. Let's just graph that. click OK, view, graph that, click OK. Yeah, they basically look, and just to make sure that they are exactly the same, one other thing we can do is actually we can hold down the button Control, which is on the bottom left hand corner of your keyboard, hold Control and then left click delun AHP and that, and you can see that they're both highlighted. We can then click on Open and then click on Open as Group. Now we have the two open together. Just to make sure that they're completely the same, we then go down to Graph, we click OK, and as you can see there's absolutely no difference between the two. So yeah, so in this video I just wanted to show you how you do that. By the way, if you want to calculate the returns of a financial asset, that's how you do it. You're differencing the log transformed version of it, of your variable. Sorry, I just paused the video then to produce a little PowerPoint slide about how the actual equation looks when we're calculating the returns of an asset by differencing it. All you normally do is you let's say we had a financial asset which we called X. If we wanted to calculate the returns of that asset, all we'd have to do is convert it into logarithmic form and then difference it. And this is the way it would look as an equation, the way I've written it there. So all we're doing is we're taking the log value of something and then we're minusing the log value from the previous period. That's all we're doing. So just to give you a really clear example of how this works in practice, I just want to go back to my Eviews file. I'll just close these up very quickly. Let's look at my delun AHP variable. So that's the first difference of my logarithmic average house price variable. If I open up lun AHP, like so, now as you can see here, this is my first value right here, March of 1993. Says the value is minus 0.000792. All I would literally do is type in, you can see that 10.82234 minus 10.82313 equals minus 0.000792. So I've just written this calculation down in a PowerPoint just to really illustrate it very quickly. Like so, that's essentially the calculation that we're doing. 10.82234 minus 10.82313 equals that. And if we just look back on Eviews again, and again, I just invite you to pause it and do it on a calculator. If you don't trust me, you'll see that it works out exactly like that. So I think I've given you a good video there about how to transform your data, some applications as to why we transform our data, and yeah, so I think I'll wrap up the video here. Make sure that you subscribe. I'm a very new YouTube channel. It's always a great help if you thumbs up and subscribe. And yeah, so I think I'll go now. Okay, bye.